the so-called blue zones where people live, exceptionally long lives. We recently watched a documentary on that. We noticed that some of the behaviors were maybe not actually totally optimal for promoting longevity. Like some of these populations were, drinking alcohol, which may not be ideal. You've made the point that we could probably even do better than the blue zones.
I don't think the blue zones live that long, really. I mean, just because they live 6 to 8 years longer than Americans, big deal. 6 to 8 years longer than Americans. They're still doing a lot wrong in the blue zones. We could, so Americans die, around 80, let's say 78, males 78, females are like 81. And then blue zones are like 84 to 86. Even most people in the blue zones don't even average 90. In my practice over the last 35 years, most of the people that adopted a Nutritarian diet who are very old have been living past 95.
Wow.
Even people who had heart disease in their younger life. So, I think that I'm saying that, imagine if you lived healthy from a young age, why shouldn't you push 95? I'm saying 97 to 107 is more like, or 95 to 105. And we could narrow the bell-shaped curve. What I mean by that is that, how we have such a wide bell. Some people die at 60, some people live to be 95, but it's scattered all over the place. And such a lot of luck. Whether you're going to survive or get cancer or get a stroke, or whether it's all over the place. You said luck, it's a crapshoot. But the deer in the woods doesn't have a crapshoot. They all live within a few years of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when humans lived consistently, healthfully, we shouldn't have such a wide bell. We should all be living in genetics would play a much smaller role. We should all be living passing 95. My mother, who didn't even eat healthy most of her life, just now she's here at the retreat, of course, eating healthfully, but she's she's taking care of herself, drives, does everything, and she's over 95 now.
Wow. Wow.
Imagine if she really took care of herself. I mean, she didn't, but I had an influence on her, obviously, and more as she got older, but at least that, but in any case, even those who don't even take good care of themselves when they're young, the body is so resilient and we're such a miraculous self-healing machine that changing to a super healthy diet later on still can have surprisingly effective effects in extending human lifespan and even any cancer. So I'm not saying that it's 100% guarantee, but I'm saying that we literally can wipe out. And then, by the way, the leading cause of death in the United States in adults, people know, is heart attacks and strokes, and we could wipe out certainly 90, probably 8% of that. Heart attacks and strokes. That's just easy to wipe out. Even if dietary change is done after the age of 60, still can wipe out heart attacks, strokes, death. So we really have tremendous power with this lifestyle medicine thing, with this nutritionally excellence thing, what I call a Nutritarian diet. It's really a diet of nutritional excellence designed to idealize human nutrition. And I'm saying here that the ideal diet to promote longevity and prevent disease is also therapeutically effective to reverse disease. So people's chest pains go away, their diabetes goes away, their high blood pressure goes away, their psoriasis goes away, their lupus goes away, their asthma goes away, their headaches go away. They get better because they eat so healthfully. I have a person here now whose psoriasis is melting away, but so many people recovered from asthma. And about 75% out of the people that come to my retreat here, I've been noticing that 75% of them get rid of their type 2 diabetes within 6 weeks, and about 90% within 6 months. So it really, and then blood pressure too. They're off their blood pressure medications like 75% within 6 weeks. It doesn't take that long. They've been eating unhealthy for decades, and all of a sudden they eat healthy for a couple of months and they don't have high blood pressure and diabetes anymore.